down to the AC belt. We're going to measure that, switch out the tensioner, and order a new belt. We have new lines coming in, so we'll make a mount for the front radiator, and then at some point we'll get the new hood, throw this on, drill out the radiator support hole, offset that back probably like way too far, and then button everything up. See how durable these things are. Not. Dude, my belt broke when I cut it with a big pair of metal shears. That's bogus. Or, in freedom units, 0.02 football fields. And we were able to fire through right there, get it out no problem. Just like that. So we're actually going to reuse the tensioner, but we swapped the wheel and bearing out. Now it's nice and beautiful. Here's the old one all gunked up. I'm sure you could clean it, but it's not worth it. This thing is an anomaly. It might be for like an Express or a different model, because it's a different tensioner with a different center. I took it off and tried it, but who knows. Alright, since we've got it open and we're already working on it and it's beautiful out, what we're going to do is we're going to actually sort of start to prep the bracket for the trans cooler upgrade. So we're going to throw this 10 mil support beam back on, and we're going to set up some form of either plastic or aluminum or maybe even steel bracket system that'll go from this support bar up here. And then when we cut these, we're going to run the lines to here. So it'll probably be a little offset, but we're going to at least make these parts today. Let's get to it. So we're going to call it what it is, which is cobbling together a mount. Okay, we've got our measurements basically here to here. You can see that accounts for the flats where we'll be mounting. Benefits of working with plastic right there. Okay, so you can see based on our measurement, we just did a quick bing bow. Okay, we'll hit it with a sander in a sec, but for the time being, pretty good. We're gonna narrow it, I believe. Okay, and then we need to get clips, and we'll switch this over to a metal. Gotta be careful not to clip the radiator. Get it roughly straight. Throw a dot down. While we check. Okay, bam, 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 bam. I'm moving the whole radiator support with it, just because it's got that bend in it. It's quite a bit more strong, which is great. And that will allow us to offset mount this guy, which now that I'm looking at it, I should have measured before. Shoot. Okay, we'll figure something out here. Might be an idiot. Okay, hold on. I might have an idea. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to, instead of run it like this, we're actually going to run it inverted. So fully turn this around and then cut these bars out. Yeah, is what it is. We'll make it work. We'll probably offset it pretty much just like this. Nice. A squirrel right above me. The way that it works, you thread this on. You can see that there's a little barb inside. So when this compresses, it fills out and creates a perfect seal with the line. So we'll pop this guy on. And hopefully there's no leaks, because then we'll have to take this off and change out some of the hard lines. And that's no fun. Okay, so we got the new hood. Old hood out, new hood in, color matched. That's not bad. So that will obviously be in, you know, this whole quarter panel. And it will be in a slight bit more than this. This might even be bumped out just a bit entirely. Right now my main priority is going to get this lined up, and then the AC belt just came in. So we'll get everything sort of lined up and then pop the AC on. Well, we'll actually untension the other belt, the primary accessory belt, put on the AC, then the accessory. New AC belt is on, tensioned up, looking good. Everything is spinning relatively freely. So we're gonna move on to hood and final fitment. Dude, that ain't bad. Is that perfect fitment? No. But if that latches, and we'll probably try to bump it out just like a smidge, you know, to prevent this. And this will probably come out a little bit more too. I mean, I can't imagine that's too far off. I mean, I'm a creative guy, I could probably imagine it, but I don't know if I care enough. That ain't bad. We're waiting on some hands, so we're gonna work on a bit of plastic work. As you know, we're missing the right side of the front grille assembly. We're missing the mount, and we're missing the chrome. So what we're gonna do is we are going to place some tape. I already put some tape on, and that gives us the edge. And what we're gonna do is trace that on the back with a Sharpie, mark the hole, and that'll give us a reference for the piece that we do have. So we'll make basically the negative of that so that we can add this bracket in here. Look about right. Sure, looks about right. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Just gotta smooth it out a little bit, and we are golden, looks like. We can probably take this clamp off. Looks like it glued there, so, I mean, hopefully it comes off. Look at that. Beauty! And it looks like it'll actually hold, no problem. I say right before it shatters on camera, in front of a crowd of tens. Looks good though. Let's see if it'll hold. Looks good to me. Good enough is what they say. I love the sound coming out of that. Clip in. Look at that. So it's clipping in. That's clipped in. And so is this one. It needs to be reinforced. At the cracking, but originally I was going to, do my best with the framework, and if it was proving to be a problem, I was going to take it to a frame shop. The frame shop near me only does unibodies, so they outright said no. So I mean, we got to do it. I don't know. Yeah, that's the update.